Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wonderside comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.
You know, what keeps me up at night lately isn't horror movies. It's realizing how much of my life is floating around the internet. Addresses, phone numbers, my family members, my personal emails. Data brokers are collecting this stuff and selling it like it's a clearance item. That's why I'm excited to tell you about My Data Removal. They help you remove your personal info from the web, but for real, not just hiding it, but going after the more than 200 sites and growing where your info might be exposed. They scan, they remove, and they keep you updated every month so you know what's been taken down. Identity theft, unwanted calls, someone getting a hold of your home address and family details. It's not paranoid, it's real. In fact, 1 in 3 Americans has experienced identity theft. It costs time, money, and emotional stress. My Data Removal fights back so you don't have to. Here's what you do. Head to mydataremoval.com. Start with a free scan to see exactly what data about you is floating around. Then let them clean it up. Let them restore your privacy. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Clean up your data with My Data Removal. Visit mydataremoval.com now. Your peace of mind is worth it.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
Today we are reviewing Adventures in Love and Birding from Hallmark's Fall into Love 2025 lineup, which originally aired on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, September 27th, and is currently available to stream on Hallmark Plus. Hey, come follow us on Instagram for news about our latest reviews and breaking Hallmark news. We are Girls Gone Hallmark.
Hey, we have a Facebook group if you are looking to talk to somebody about all the upcoming countdown to Christmas stuff. We would love for you to join us there. We are Girls Gone Hallmark in Facebook groups.
We also have a Patreon, which is a membership platform where we publish 4 podcast episodes every month. Those drop on Mondays. Those are lifestyle, lighthearted, behind the scenes, Megan and Wendy chatter. It's a great time. We talk pop culture, we talk life. You get all the non-Hallmark news from us over there.
I have to laugh. You said lighthearted. I don't think it's been anything but lighthearted lately.
Yeah, the episode that dropped as of, we are recording on a Monday, as of today, was a life update that, no, you're right, I would not call lighthearted at all.
Sometimes, though.
It was still a good time.
I mean, it's, we just let it fly over there.
That's right. You can find that at patreon.com/Megan and Wendy. Your first week over there is completely free to dig in and see if that's something you'd be interested in sticking around for. And after that, it's just $5 a month.
$5.
I know. It's a steal.
It is.
Hey, let's hear a synopsis for Adventures in Love and Birding.
A single mom agrees to be the partner of a bird enthusiast for a birding competition, but misunderstands the assignment and tells everyone she's his new girlfriend instead of just his teammate.
The Hallmark movie Adventures in Love and Birding is based on the novel Birding with Benefits by romance author Sarah T. Dubb.
Did you read it?
I did.
I remember you checking it out from the library.
I read it.
You read it. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Would I like it? Or is it just...
It's spicy. You might like it.
Oh, I like spicy. Okay. The teleplay was written by Nicole Baxter with 23 writing credits. Nicole has penned some of Hallmark's favorites like An Unexpected Valentine, Blind Date Book Club, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and The Presence of Love.
Michael Robinson directed the movie. Michael has 93 directing credits, which also included An Unexpected Valentine, Holiday Crashers, It Was Always You, and Mystery 101 and Education in Murder.
Rachel Boston stars as Celeste. She has 67 acting credits and was last seen in Debbie McComer's joyful Mrs. Miracle during the 2024 Countdown to Christmas season. She is slated to star in the upcoming The More the Merrier, premiering during Merry Thanksgiving weekend.
Andrew Walker plays John with 90 acting credits. Andrew is booked and busy this holiday season. He will reunite with his on-screen brothers in The Three Wisest Men in November, and then alongside Lacey Chabert in She's Making a List in December.
Busy guy.
Busy.
September, no October, November. Okay, you get it. Busy. Lisa Mae Stewart plays daughter Morgan with just a handful of acting credits. This is her very first appearance on Hallmark.
Carmel Emmett plays ex-Brina. Carmel has 73 acting credits and was last seen on Hallmark in The Santa Class in 2024.
I had forgotten that she was in that.
She's one of the Santas.
Yeah.
I had forgotten that too, but I can picture her now.
Yeah, that hair, that curly
Yeah, that's right.
hair she has. Jason Tremblay plays Laszlo. He appeared in A Maple Valley Christmas and Curious Caterer, Dying for Chocolate, both starring Andrew Walker.
Mapuana Maria plays Bestie Ava with 28 acting credits. This isn't her first Hallmark project. She had previously appeared in The Christmas House from 2020.
Veena Sood plays Linda. This is her 193rd acting credit. She's a series regular on Children Ruin Everything and has also appeared in Virgin River, The Good Doctor, and A Million Little Things.
Kurt Long plays Boss Chris. Kurt has 61 acting credits and has appeared in Hallmark films like Reality Bites, a Hannah Swenson mystery, Three Wiser Men and a Boy, and In Merry Measure.
He's got that familiar face. As soon as I saw him on TV, I was like, okay, I've seen him in something, but I can't put my finger on it. Emma Peterson and Lydia Campbell play Celeste's co-workers. Both have appeared in many Hallmark movies like Wedding of a Lifetime and A Sprinkle of Deceit, a Hannah Swenson mystery, respectively.
Adventures in Love and Birding was filmed in Vancouver. We're going to take a quick break and come right back with our first impressions.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wonderside comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.
Hey, Wendy, what was your first impression of Adventures in Love and Birding?
I didn't expect a birding rom-com to make me emotional, but the minute the slow version of Why Do Fools Fall in Love started, I was like, well, I guess I'm crying over some birdwatchers.
My first impression is no woodshop scene needed. If you know, you know. This movie delivered the heat.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's
God,
talk
I
what we
love that
liked.
scene. Andrew takes off his shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the most like obvious heat worthy scene, I feel like.
Oh, I strongly disagree.
Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. That's the most obvious, like,
Sure.
overtly
I love that
obvious.
scene. The look on Rachel/Celeste's face. She is all of us. You need to add this moment to our Shirtless Men of Hallmark compilation reel.
That's fun. I think I might have to work on that this afternoon.
We have a whole episode where we put ourselves on blast for all the times we have called out the Shirtless Men of Hallmark.
I don't even remember. I just feel like that's just part of our
It's a
narrative.
listener mailbag. I'll find it for you to link in the show notes.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Because it's always like, like Dory. Like it's like I forget that we talk about these things, and then like didn't like a listener mailbag like put us on blast about.
We put ourselves on blast. We talked about how there's never any shirtless shirtless Andrew Walker, and then everyone was like, "Girls, this is not the first time." And then I dug into our archives, and in fact, not only was it not the first time, but we call it out every single time we see it.
Sorry.
In fact, notably, I said, "Take your shirt off, Stephen Huszar," in an episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, these two, fire chemistry. Rachel Boston and Andrew Walker. I gotta tell you, both of them have real strong golden retriever energy, and I was not expecting them to bring the heat the way that they did in this movie. And boy, did they deliver.
That's a good point.
This movie is based on a book that is mildly spicy, and the book, as we noted in our news and notes, is called Birding with Benefits, which has a strong implication there. And they do lean into the with benefits. That's an intentional choice that they make in the book. So I wondered how this was going to play on Hallmark. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised with the way they feel like they brought the heat in a Hallmark appropriate way and delivered on that message.
I agree with you.
The bowling alley scene?
Love the bowling alley. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Let me just back it up.
Okay.
But you're right. The bowling alley scene was great. I agree. These two were great together. Mm-hmm. They've never been in a movie together, right?
Actually, they have been in a movie together. It's coming later.
Okay. I liked him. Rachel Boston wasn't fully like on my radar until maybe when we watched Dating the Delaney's.
Yeah.
Oh, and she was fantastic on Finding Mr. Christmas. I liked her a lot. Mm-hmm. I liked them a lot in this. What I also liked is that they had like this grown up relationship. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like a couple of like 20-year-olds, even like early 30-year-olds, like being messy. Mm-hmm. Like it felt very mature, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. I love that. Yes, she has an ex-husband in this, but like we never saw him. He was never part of like the equation at all, which feels very realistic.
Yeah.
Loved that. Can I just say that I didn't know how it would play, but I did love birdwatching as the backdrop to this.
It was so well done.
I thought it was really well done. I thought it was quirky enough.
Totally fun and fresh storyline.
Not too far out there or like, because who hates birds? I know there's people who are afraid of birds.
Yes.
But like but me, like I do enjoy like a good, I wouldn't call myself a bird watcher, but I do like.
There's a reason the Bird Buddy is such a viral sensation.
I have one in my backyard.
I know. It's, in fact, my mom gave one as a gift last year and they were back ordered they sent my mom a basically cardboard birdhouse that she could build and give as the gift. And she did build it.
Cute.
It was really cute. Like a cutout that you just like pop together. And she did build it and give it as the gift and let them know like it's on the way, but they're back ordered.
You need one for your backyard here.
I think I would really like one. My parents have 2 cats that catch birds. They're like, we cannot have a bird buddy. We cannot entice the birds to our house.
Yeah.
But I would like a bird buddy. Maybe I'll put it on my Christmas list.
It's really quite fun.
I would love watching it.
I love it.
I would be that person who'd be like, look at the new bird who came to my backyard.
Yeah, I have a Instagram highlight reel of the birds that are in my backyard. I mean, it's funny because if you're not familiar with the Bird Buddy is, it's a birdhouse that has a camera in it, and then you fill the birdhouse with seed, and then the birds come and eat, and then they're sitting right in front of the camera, and they're just like,
and you get like
doing
repeat bird visitors sometimes.
Yeah, and then so they send you could watch like a live stream of it, or they'll send you like clips like throughout the day. So like at the end of the day, I'll get like, look who visited your Bird Buddy today. And it's like that. And then they name the birds. So it's usually like AI is like identifying like the bird, and it'll be like the house finch came, or the pigeon, or the whatever. And it's like you can sometimes see like the same ones returning every single day, and then other times it's.
Do you have it on a window?
No.
Oh. I don't know where I would hang it. I don't know where to hang it.
We installed, so we had this at my old house, and we had a wood fence that we had installed it on. Here you can't, because you have a block wall situation.
Can't you get one of those posts that you like stake into the garden and hang it from that?
That's what we did at our current house. Like, so we installed a post, and then.
Because that's what I had to do with my backyard Ring camera. That's so like obtrusive in my.
Yeah. We did. Yeah.
There was nowhere to mount it.
Ours is like a wood post that we like then drilled the bird buddy into.
Nice.
And I just love it. And I can see it from like my window inside the house. And then like you can position, like this is not an ad for bird buddy, but if they want to call us, but you can position the house or the camera. So like sometimes I don't want like looking at like the side of my house, which is like boring. Like if I want to position it to like a better view, I don't know. I just love it so much. It's so much fun.
I think I would really enjoy a bird buddy. And I agree with you. I thought the birding, it gave them a lot to do on screen. It gave them a purpose out in the world. Beautiful filming locations when they were walking through parks and bird watching. And I actually thought that I have two things to say. One, they did a birding montage, a bird watching montage, and they put the bird names on screen. I loved that. I thought that was great. I also thought that when they had shots of birds, they made it not look like obvious B-roll when it was very obviously B-roll. It didn't feel like we're cutting away to a weird, it was well done.
Yeah, I thought so too. Here are a couple things that I really liked. They're so silly too. Celeste's shopping spree. Like when she's like, oh, all my stuff came.
All her birding gear.
It's like Amazon. She just opened the box. It was like a vest and a bucket hat and binoculars. Yes, she just ordered all that shit from Amazon. I just thought it was so fun.
And she's like, oh, that book is on its way to me. And she has her like, don't bother me, I'm birding shirt.
Loved it. Thought that was really funny. Like fun little like gag.
And then she buys one for John. Real cute.
Yes, I loved it. Yeah. And then back to that scene where he puts the shirt on. Yes, it was just so great where Rachel Watson like just looks at him like she's like sneaking a peek of him like shirtless. I was like, okay, I'm into it. When first of all, trivia night, I'm going to talk about it in a second, but like when they show up and she's like in neutrals, like she rolls in, like she's like, I'm just going to, it's like a sneak attack, right? And he's wearing the purple shirt and they have this whole conversation about
so great.
him attracting a mate. And then it circles back to the end of the date. Like she references it again, like, oh, I bet you're glad you wore that shirt now or like whatever. I just thought it was so good. So good. The trivia night, I live for a good competition. This is how you do trivia. We just talked about it. I don't remember what movie it was, but
Love, Fallen Order.
Yeah, this is how you do
bong,
trivia.
Bong.
Though it was funny, like the pace was real fast in the trivia. And she's like typing in the answers to her thing. And then like the lady's literally reading the answer like as she's typing. I was like, slow it down here a second. But that's a me issue. But I loved all that. The dancing scene when they're at the party and he's like, yeah, I know how to dance. And he was like,
let's do the electric slide. And they both go into it.
They're so fun.
They're so
fun. And me, I just was like cringing a little like, oh, I was cringing as a viewer because I was like, I don't want to see them like dance fast to slow music. But like this whole thing worked with the electric slide and he was like, oh, I got moves or I don't know, whatever it was.
Yep.
And then it goes into the slow song. And this is when I get all teary because then it's like, why do birds, whatever, it's at Why Do Fools Fall in Love. But
that was a great version of that song.
It was a great version. I loved it. I do have some problems with that scene.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to talk about it in the wishes, but I loved all that. Like we got some hair tucking, which is like, that's all you got to do. And we've been saying it for a whole year. Like if you're going to shoot your shot, all you got to do is just move that hair out of
right.
Girl's face, guy's face, whatever. It doesn't matter. There was one scene too where he like grabs her hand. Like when they're
birding very early on in their relationship. Real cute.
Good stuff. And the final thing that I really, really loved, and this is probably just a me thing because it was so relatable, but the daughter going off to college.
Yes.
And Celeste is like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like who I am now. And
yeah,
I was like, man, that like hit me right in the gut.
Totally.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, I agree. You hit all the notes that I loved. In addition to her dealing with a kid going off to college, as my own college kid was home for the first time this weekend, I like that she's telling stories of women we can relate to. She's a divorced mom, child going to college. Her child is making different choices than she had expected her to, which is really interesting. And Wendy and I were just talking about how like that's not in our control anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to make their own life choices. Really small but I love Celeste's wardrobe, starting with her butter yellow blazer up top ending with like that burnt orange, real cute dress she wore at the end. Really enjoyed what she was wearing.
I like that blue
this
dress
movie.
that she wore to the party.
Oh, me too, with a
little
pleated
sweater.
skirt.
Yeah, cute. Cute.
Let's talk wishes.
Well, okay, I do have a few, not many, but I did think kind of some of the supporting cast is a little unlikable. I'm looking at you, the two teachers.
My wishes say there are some true villains in this movie.
Yeah, so tell me about this, because in the book are the not the coworkers, but like these other side characters, do they have a bigger role?
I think they're the same, but they're just as unlikable. It's the same thing where she feels compelled to keep up the fake dating side of things because her coworkers are like pitying her and constantly trying to set her up. I hated that storyline. Like, I appreciate that she finally tells them to mind their own damn business at the end. But like, what are we doing? This woman who clearly has a full life. She loves her job. She loves her daughter. Okay, so she's divorced. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
Like, what? I hated their meddling and pushiness, and they're like the wicked stepsisters looking over her shoulder, and she finally brings some guy and they're like, well, she's more into him than he is to her.
Oh, yeah. That whole scene at the bowling alley, yeah.
Gross. I just didn't like them.
But that scene was great, though, how John overhears it and he's like, oh,
Comes to her rescue. Yeah, hold my beer. So good.
loved it.
And Brina is also terrible. She's terrible in the book as well.
Cartoon
She's
villain.
super unlikable. She has the audacity to be the cheater and then also be judging John's life choices.
Yeah.
It goes a little deeper in the book because in the book, John's kind of semi-unemployed. He doesn't have this conservation job, and he's a talented woodworker, but really wants to start his own birdwatching business, as does this guy, Birding for Beginners. And she doesn't really support that. It's not Brina. It's not big enough for her. And so he had kind of been beaten down by that and didn't feel like it was a worthy enough dream, or that he had the ability to get it off the ground.
So I think that's important context here, because to me, the movie read like, okay, he has like this stable job, but he didn't reach this like level of like academia that like Brina wanted him to. And then therefore ended up kind of like in a place where like he wasn't like super happy. And I get that he wanted to have this birding business, but also I didn't really understand like why it had to be like this all or nothing, this like dire situation. Like, to me, you could have this side hustle birding business on the weekend. Like,
Yeah.
just to get it off the ground. And then if it grew into something else, then great. But it's not like I have to quit my job so I can launch this business.
Well, yeah. And they were like, you need money to launch your own birding business? No, you don't. Like, create an Instagram account and be like, let's do a free bird watching session for publicity and get people talking. Like, you're doing it anyway.
Right.
Yeah. That felt a little flat for me, that point.
Yeah. Also, back to the coworkers. Loved Celeste's bestie, Ava. She was great. I thought she was like fun. They had great like dynamic and banter between each other. I loved all that. But the two other teachers, well, Ava, was she a teacher?
Yeah.
She was a teacher at the school there.
That's my, yes.
Okay. One part of me is like, I get they have this big moment. Celeste tells that one like, yo, like, STFU about the like gossiping and like whatever. But then also I felt like I didn't need like this whole teachable moment. I just was like, the payoff like wasn't as great. I wish it would have been. I think the scene where John overhears them and then like basically at the bowling alley like would have been enough. Like,
yeah, I agree, but they just wouldn't butt out. And I feel like she needed the moment to be like, back, because they didn't back off at that point.
right.
They just continued to meddle. And I just felt like they needed someone to say to their faces,
But she only told one of them. So like, it doesn't, I mean, whatever. This is a minor point. Minor. The other thing, like, I love a fake dating trope. I thought the setup was a little bit clunky. Like, I misunderstood the assignment. I was like, wait, what's happening here? Like, maybe just because like I'm calling it rules. It wasn't rules, but the whole setup was a little bit happened so fast that maybe I just didn't like catch what exactly they were doing? Like, why did the friends set Celeste up with John?
Okay. It might have been a blink and you miss it moment. Because I read the book, it's set up a little bit differently, but basically the premise is the same. Ava sends Celeste to be John's bird watching partner. That's all she sends her to do.
Yeah.
But Ava's on the phone. Celeste is talking to her, and Ava's like, and I need to pretend to be his girlfriend? And she's like, yes, but she's not talking to Celeste in that moment. So Celeste misunderstands the assignment. Celeste thinks she needs to pretend to be his girlfriend. When in fact, she just needs to show up and be his bird watching partner for the weekend. And so she shows up, sees Brina there because she knows that he's been dumped. And so she's like, I'm his partner. And so there's this whole misunderstanding.
Got it.
And then they're like, well, now we got to follow through.
Okay. Now, this is where it continues to get a little bit clunky to me. These two are obviously vibing, but Celeste is running on this assumption that John is still hung up on Brina, right? And that he's not ready to move on. But these two are obviously getting along. There's obviously flirtation, like a mutual attraction, et cetera, et cetera. They do have like a kiss.
Multiple, yes.
So when we get to the party scene and they have this slow dance, I'm confused why Celeste, she's like, I need it to end. Like, I need to stop pretending.
Because he says we've been pretending all along.
You have great communication with this man.
I know.
You've had tons of moments of vulnerability already. Why can't you in this moment be like,
Are we pretending?
Are we pretending? I kind of thought we were like,
yeah, I mean, she's bringing the baggage. They both are carrying this baggage from their relationship, and they don't spend a lot of time on it, but in the book they do. Her husband had an affair. So she's like, doesn't necessarily trust. And she and John have not communicated. Well, yes, they seem to have great chemistry. Yes. But every kiss they've had has been performative in her mind.
Oh, I see.
So I think perhaps there's this feeling of, well, he's never said, we're just showing up and, they kissed in front of Brina and they kissed in front of her coworkers. And every time they were doing it, in her mind, they were trying to prove a point. But I agree, rather than walking away, the smart thing would have been like, okay, are we still pretending? Can we have a real conversation?
Yeah. My last wish was, don't build this as a fall movie. This was not a fall movie.
I mean, just because they're walking in the leaves. It's more fall than some of the other nonsense we've seen.
The time frame in the movie is the end of the school year. That is spring.
The time frame in the movie is September, like the end of summer.
Not.
Yeah, it is. It's summer school.
That was summer school?
Yes, because her daughter's about to go to college.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's summer
that
school.
makes me feel a little bit better because at one point I was like, are we at the end of spring? Because she's like telling her class, like prepping them, like have a great summer. Or
no, it's summer session. And they say it in the movie, but it's summer session.
Okay, well.
They say it like once.
And then that makes sense.
But it's also not fall if it's August, but still. Her daughter's about to go to college.
Exactly.
She's like weeks away from moving out.
Okay. It's still not a fall movie.
Yeah, the timing's weird.
Timing is weird. But I did think the outdoor stuff, like I thought was very pretty. It's like funny. It's like Hallmark's like, okay, we just like put it outside. Then like people might think it's fall.
Yeah, right. Where there are trees and therefore it's fall.
Yeah. Do you have any more wishes?
Nope. Let's talk. Did you see that?
Okay. I have a few.
Okay.
At one point they're outside, they're birding. And there's all this like stuff floating in the air. And I don't know if it was like post-production. It's not leaves falling, right?
Right.
But it was just like stuff, like almost like it was like pollen.
Maybe.
It was bizarre to me.
Okay.
It was bizarre to me. I was like, are you trying to make it look like fall? But like these are not like fake. We just saw a movie where there was like a
digital leaf.
Digital leaf. But this wasn't here. It was almost like, like in Canva. Canva is like a design website where it's like a bokeh background, like with a like
it was like that
floating little like orbs, like light.
Yes.
I don't know. It just was weird to me.
Maybe it was just dusty in the woods.
It could have been. Also, was the owl digital? Like, was that AI?
The who?
The owl, when they see that
owl,
the rare species, there he was.
I didn't get the impression that any of that was AI.
Did you watch it on your phone or did you watch it on a big screen TV?
On the TV. I just thought that was like
Was it real?
stock nature photography.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, they weren't shooting any of these birds in the movie. It
No,
was
I
all
know.
nature photography.
But it just was like, it was like too polished to me. Like a little like, I gotta tell you, I have this back road. It's not in the country, but like this back road, you know, the highway.
I do.
There's always like dead owls on it.
Oh,
They
no.
get hit by cars.
Oh,
it makes
no.
me so sad.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that at
I
all.
always see them. I'm
Oh, no.
It's the saddest, most tragic thing.
We have owls in our neighborhood. I hear them at night.
Don't you kind of love that though?
love
At my
it.
old house, I used to hear this one all the time. I was like, I don't know where you're outside.
No, I never see it, but I hear it. We ran into 2 coyotes on our walk the other night.
What?
Fortunately, I just had my big dog with me, and my big dog's bigger than a coyote. He heard me. We were walking, and this car pulls over, and she's like, hey, there's 2 coyotes in that park in front of you. And I look up, and sure enough, like you can see them, like their eyes.
Yeah.
And it was at night, and when I was leaving the house, I was thinking like, I was irritated. I'm like, I don't want to be walking right now. It's dark. I don't want to be walking right now. And then I was like, and that's why I don't want to be walking right now. And then I turned around and came home.
Yeah. What do you do when you...
I don't know. We just turned around and walked home. But then I was like, I don't like they're always there.
You're supposed to like make loud noises and stuff to scare them off.
I mean, yes. And fortunately, one of my dogs is very big, which I think would help.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're going to, but when there's multiples, that's the problem.
yeah, they surround you like that Spider-Man like situation.
I can picture the meme.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have more? Did you see that?
I have one more.
Okay.
I was on Reddit this morning, and the author of the book was in the Hallmark Reddit subthread and wrote about like her experience of having a book made into a movie. She had like no involvement whatsoever.
Interesting.
But she did write, and I thought this was interesting. She says, quote, by and large, the birding was very accurate, except there was a particularly important misidentified bird, but what can you do? So I'm guessing in that scene where either they were like pointing out names of certain birds or that scene where they had the names of the bird on the screen. But, you know, maybe she's an expert in birding. I'm guessing you have to be.
I think she knows quite a bit about birds. Yeah. So my did you see that's are not did you see that's, but they're just some things I'd like to point out. First, Rachel Boston and Andrew Walker did first appear together in an episode of ER in January 2008. They played a military couple, and she is pregnant, and it is not his because she was sexually assaulted. It's a very heavy episode. Years later, they were in Lifetime's A Christmas in Tennessee. They starred together in that. And then this is the first time they've been together on Hallmark Channel. So that's fun.
Super fun. I enjoyed them.
Me too.
I enjoyed them together. Wait, I have a question. You know, because we get a lot of like Andrew and Nikki, right? Like they work together a lot. I think it's nice when you mix it up a little bit.
Of course.
There's part of me that like loves to see like 2 actors
That have great chemistry working together.
Yeah, but also like I like a little.
Of course. I
switch it
did
up a little
too.
bit. Nice casting here.
One tiny little moment. I love, Rachel's a teacher. I love when Andrew tells her she's scaring away the bird. She's like, oh, quiet coyote. And like that's
I
a
love
very
that.
teacher thing. And since we're talking a lot about the book, we have talked about some of the differences just because I feel like it. In the book, Ava has a baby. She has like a newborn. And it is a very key component of her character. Like she's struggling with who she is and who her marriage is and all of this in light of the newborn. Something had to go in order to make this movie an hour and 20 minutes, but it kind of did give Morgan more depth than like, we're dog parents.
Oh, interesting.
Not Morgan, Ava, excuse me.
Yeah.
And Morgan, her storyline remains similar, but in the book, she gives up on her planned college, which is not VAU, it's NAU in the book. They actually use a real college name.
Yeah, NAU, which I've heard really great things about, actually.
Have you? I know nothing about it. But in the book, they live in Arizona.
Oh.
So she's like staying local. And then she moves to, her new plan is she's going to move to LA to live with her girlfriend and figure out her life there. So it's a much bigger change as opposed to like, I'm just going to take the year to figure it out.
Yeah. Like as a parent, I don't know if I would be like.
Yeah.
Okay
And
with
it's funny
that.
because a lot of the book reviews are like, Celeste is a terrible parent because Celeste is like, you're not doing that. Like, she has a hard time coming around to like accepting like that she's making this big life change. And people are like, she needs to apologize to that kid. But I can understand Celeste is like, what do you mean you're just going to move to LA and figure it out?
Who's paying for that?
Right?
Not me.
Right?
I'm a jerk.
Hey, what did you rate Love and Adventures in Birding?
I gave it 4.25 stars.
I get 4.5 stars.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love Girls Gone Hallmark, we love your 5-star ratings and reviews. Please leave them in the podcast app that you are currently listening in. We'll see you next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wonderside comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today. Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wonderside comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today. Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wonderside comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today. Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wonderside comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today. Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wonderside comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.